Your view of the Killzone universe in Killzone 1 and 2 and 3, very much from a kind of grunt side view. And we wanted to show you a bit more of the backstory and a little bit more of an insider's point of view. So we decided to add some new characters who were decision makers, movers and shakers, or who had a different perspective on the universe of Killzone.
So Lucas Callan is the hero of our story. He's grown up only ever to have known kind of the Helghast living side by side with the Vectans. And so he's been fed all of this propaganda. He knows that bad things happen across the wall. But as he comes into kind of his teenage years, he gets older and he starts to see more and more of what's happening on either side, he starts to slowly break away from what he knew and starts to think on his own. So Echo is literally an echo of the player character. So she is his mirror image. She performs a similar role as the player character does, but she works for the Helghast and wants to save her own people and save her home. And because of the kind of the jobs they have, they will run into each other quite often. So Thomas Sinclair is one of the more hero characters. He's the man in charge. He's a very authoritative figure. He plays an important role within the Vectan security agency. He is your boss, but also kind of a father figure. So you look up to him, you take your orders from him, and he knows what's right and wrong. So Vlaco Tyran is a very interesting character. So when the planet was destroyed, he was born in that moment, and he was transported onto kind of the new Vectan colony where the Helghast would live. So his history really kind of goes back to the destruction of Helghan, and he hates the Vectans for that, and he really wants their revenge, and he wants to see the world burn. So she is the person in charge of the Helghast side. And at the end of Killzone 3, kind of that was slipping. Visari was gone, but Visari had a daughter, and that daughter has been kind of quiet. And when they left Helghan, she started to slowly come into her own, and people really needed somebody to look up to, somebody to bring them together. So she's grown into a very powerful lady who's bringing together kind of the Helghast nation and saying, it's the works of the late Visari, and I am a Visari.
Well, there were a couple of things that we wanted to do on Killzone Shadowfall. We wanted to have better performances and stronger characters who were easy to identify, characters who had clearer motivations.
They share one goal, is that they all want to keep their home safe, or they're looking for a home. But how they go about it is all different. And it's important for the player to find out who these characters are and how they're going about saving their home.